what better way to end the Independence Week than with fashion? Tonight on the show, we talk about how Ugandans celebrated the 59th Independence anniversary through fashion and photography. Welcome, my name is Bettina and this is the NTV Star Project. Tonight's episode is dedicated to a fun topical discussion focusing on the images that were floating all over social media as Uganda celebrated her 59th independence anniversary. Now, to do that with me is a beautiful, young, talented writer for Status Fashion, Lina Twine. Thank you guys for having me again. And of course, we are joined by my dapper, handsome co-host,
Rama Kizito.
All right.
And happy independence, guys.
What does independence mean to you? Like, really, what's your understanding?
Independence means the opportunity to try and do things yourself. Like, even if you fail, even if you fall, you can stand up on your own 2 feet and be like, I did this.
And so, Rama, please, don't make this complex for us. What is your understanding?
Right, I'll just build on what Atwina just said. Freedom that comes without any strings attached.
Definitely. Now we want to turn this into a political discussion, rather a fashion talk. If you know you took some amazing shots and collaborated with a couple of creatives, this show is yours. This year's independence, how are the pictures for you guys?
It was not as widely celebrated as it was last year.
In terms of social media images,
yes,
or in terms of the celebration itself?
Celebration in general, but social media as well, like the images that people are putting out.
Yeah, I totally agree with Atwine. The fact that we're still going through a pandemic, it was like top notch. We had very, very strong waves, not like today when we have, of course, some industries are open now. Last year was really, really tough, but the fact that we managed to get dapper pictures, it was wowing.
So I also felt this year something was lacking. I didn't really see much that wowed me, but let's get to the dissecting board right about now. Lynn, who do you have right now that you want to talk about?
I think for me, one of the standout looks was by Fezabu Beauty Parlor. They did a really, really strong makeup look on this model. It was like really structured. There were flowers with the red and yellow, and it was so beautiful and like with like the editorial vibe. But I really, really, really love that look.
I just love the concept. It's something that no one has done. We have seen floral inspired photo shoots, but the flowers are always on the head, like a head crown. So this time round it was just around the cheekbones. It was very different, and that is how you capture attention. Shout outs to you, Caro Flower. Rama, who do you have on your dissecting board?
Lydia Jasmine.
Oh, you're going right in?
She didn't do so much. She wore a gomasi. The Lydia Jasmine that I know, that we all know, is someone that feels very, very comfortable in minimal clothing. She loves to show skin a little bit.
She's so confident.
Exactly, and she has that gorgeous body. So the fact that she was like, you know what, this is independence and I need a little twist to all this. So I give her credit for that. I give her 70% for that. The red, how is it called? Sash. Ekitambala in Luganda. I think it was a beautiful photo, and what makes it even more beautiful is the fact that it was on Lydia Jasmine.
For me, I loved her makeup. I did really love the concept of a red liner. Liners are so in, honey. For me, I actually love the fact that when we talk about things on the Star Project, people do listen. We talked about how these makeup artists are making a lot of money and giving you guys the same looks day in, day out. We encourage them to step out of their comfort zone.
And they listen.
And we are watching, we are seeing the changes. Moving on, guys, it's not news to us that the youngsters these days, by Namasimu, they are watching, they're always swiping, they're watching the celebrities. So this year, they came out, you know, to fight for their rights and to show us they have a space in the fashion world. So this little girl had a full photo shoot. I loved the forest theme, inspiration, background, and she just looked like a young girl but still celebrating Independence Day. What do you guys think about these young girls who are coming? What's happening?
I think it's really interesting to see how parents are involving their children in learning about their country, or even just like the creative process. There's this girl Jolene. She was shot by Walter Photography, and she was dressed by her mom and everything. And going through the look and how someone can even go the extra step to have braids done in the
black, yellow, red,
in the national colors. I mean, it's teaching patriotism.
There's a writer who said, for you to know where you're going, you need to be able to know where you come from. And for that, I give credit to the parents, like Bettina said.
Okay, now while we are still talking about the little youngsters, Kelisha Nayebare is a young professional model who was also Little Miss Uganda, first runners up, and she is working with all these big brands. She's also our ambassador at BT Uganda. She had an independence shoot, guys. What did you think about it? What did you think?
I think she's someone that is expected to do that. She's been there.
It's normal for her.
Everything was beautiful about her, and I really love her eyes. She communicates with the camera.
The fact that it was casual, like you don't have to go super glam to celebrate your country. The fact that it was kind of a laid back look, something that you would expect her to go out with her friends and stuff like that.
She's a very playful, fun girl. So the shoot was directed by Mami Kelisha. Shout out to you. The photographer is E-Class Photography. Check him out on all social media platforms. Kelisha, we loved your look. We loved that casual look. It was amazing. Now moving on. Who do we have next, guys?
I have this very, very beautiful photo by Bash Mutumba. It was actually a single picture of a very beautiful girl. She's called Michelle. She's a model. We've talked about her before, and it is monumental. It has so much details. It has wings. It has the Independence Monument, and it's really, really, really beautiful. And the kind of edit that it had, it felt like from darkness to light. If you look at the photo very, very critically.
What does this picture symbolize?
Independence, we are dark. We are just following what we are being told. But because of independence, we are seeing light. And the movement of the wings, it means flying high. At least that is how I interpreted it.
High?
It really is, depending on the context of your question.
Guys, is Uganda flying high? When you look at that image, people are doing all these concepts, but of course there is a message behind. We need to understand your concepts.
What I had forgotten about that photo, if you look critically, on the right, there is our national emblem, the crested crane.
Oh yeah, the beautiful crested crane.
Very humble bird. It was maybe playing around, very calm. So kudos to Bash Mutumba.
Rama, I believe Judith had a similar photo shoot, very editorial, very graphical. And what did you think about her concept? And tell us more about that look.
I really love this look. I think it was one of my best, save for the youngsters. Very speech collaboration in the fashion industry, and this was evident. There is Casware on the outfit, there is Walter Photography, there is Tina Kylie, and all these are big brands in the fashion industry. So the fact that they came up with something that gorgeous, it is heartwarming. And of course, they use the lubugo, the back cloth, and the kikoi. It is not very often that we see that kind of combination looking that beautiful. This photo beats all the independence photos that I've seen before.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really liked it because it was dreamy, it was ethereal, it was taking us to another world.
It was ethereal. Yes. Oh, now that is satisfaction language.
Remember, it's okay, but you know what I mean. Like it made you feel something when you looked at it, and that's why I really, really loved that look.
Yeah, kudos to you, Judith Hyde. I think she is one of the celebrities that put in a lot of effort, because we didn't see so many celebrities putting in effort this year. But not talking about celebrities, our girl Nino Rose, shout outs to you, also participated in this year's Independence photo shoots. What did we think? Did we like it?
I guess you used the right statement. She participated. I expected much from her. That is a look that I've seen before. on the same person. So I think the creative team wasn't that creative this time round.
Okay, moving on, Lynn, who do you have next?
Right now, I would like to talk about Natasha Sinayoge. Her look was really, really pretty. She collaborated with Kay Raphael for the dress, and I love the fact that she incorporated the kikoi. You know, like we were discussing earlier, like the colors are kind of, you know, tricky to work around, and the fact that like she went the route of going yellow and then adding the kikoi, which would, you know, incorporate all the colors of the flag. I think that was really beautiful. And then her makeup by Shilat, it was also really gorgeous. I loved the,
You know,
was it a cut eyeliner?
Yeah.
Like on the
yeah, and the
cheekbones?
shadow,
The
yeah.
little pearls.
And then the pearls, because you know it's the pearl of Africa,
You know
so
it, yeah.
it was really creative but simple and subtle, like you're not trying too hard, but you're still beautiful. And then the shot was by Kesson Bandahura. Kesson Images. Yeah, we've had him on the show before.
I also really love the fact that like the mood for the shoot, she was very, you know, very smiley, very happy, very hopeful.
I've never seen her not
that
smiling
kind of-
actually.
Oh yeah, she's a very happy person.
Yeah.
When we come back from this short commercial break, we shall be giving you more fashion, so you may want to sit back and don't touch that remote. Another independence shot that we cannot go without talking about came from DreamMax Photography. I loved this particular look because it was, you know, different. It's something that I've not really seen. Makeup by Audrey Makeup. Shouts out to you. We've not seen any of your work. This was the first time I was seeing your work, and I think you're really promising. I would love to see more. What I loved about this look was the fact that it was really embodying Africanism from the hair. So the model had Bantu knots. They were well done, guys. That was a 10 out of 10 for the hair. Now when we come to the makeup, she had this butterfly, right? My interpretation is that Uganda is sprouting, it's spreading its wings, and I would agree as well, because we're seeing so many, you know, people uplifting us in the sports world, in the music world. I feel like there is so much happening, and Uganda is really sprouting. So I love the butterfly inspiration going on there. You can also comment and tell us what the concept was actually meaning. Tell us. Now going to the accessories, I did love the accessories, guys. They had black, yellow, red, and for me that was amazing. I love that they took care of everything, from the hair to the makeup to the accessories. That was amazing. Good job, guys. Next year I'll be looking out for you specifically to see what she will give us. Now Rama, you have someone, but let me first talk to Lynn. Lynn, who do you have that you want to talk about?
I really want to talk about this photographer who is Mugume Grace. He had a concept of tailors with all the different colors of the flag, and according to him, the concept is about tailoring the nation back together. Like,
Was
putting
Uganda
it-
apart? Are we separated?
some parts. I mean, I think after a very tumultuous year that we have had, I think healing is necessary, some part of healing, and that was what that shoot symbolized according to him.
And I really loved that concept after you explained. But before,
You know, sometimes context is
before was
key.
like, Tuli Kuchiwano, what's happening? Rama, what do you have next?
I have city lawyer, superhero, the one that does things for himself and not for the rest of us. Super talented when it comes to the chamber work, and now moving to the fashion industry. He had an independence photo shoot with a lady, but of course today I'll talk about him. He's a city lawyer by the names of Sema Kade. He's been in the news, he's been all over the news for quite some time now. His inspiration is from Wakanda, of course, but there is so much that he could do different.
No, but Rama, let's,
Same on social
you know what, let's talk about this ensemble, guys. If you got a chance to look at these images, yes, the photography was on. Who was the photographer, by the way?
Henrik Schutz.
Henrik Schutz. I think I really loved the images. They were beautiful, you know, beautiful work. However, when it comes to the fashion bit of it, we can see they really
There's so much to do, really.
they sat down and they had a concept, right? I think the tailoring for me was what missed the mark. Lynn, what do you think
the message
about
was brilliant, but the picture was bad.
the picture was good, the ensemble had an issue.
Yeah,
What
because
makes
if
the
we're
picture
talking
nice?
about
The picture
it,
is catchy. You want to look at the picture and like it's really like
When you look at that picture,
challenges you.
you are looking at the bad things more than the good things.
no, Rama, if we're talking about it from a fashion perspective,
Yeah.
specifically,
Yeah.
that the expectation and the reality were not necessarily
Yeah.
matching
The
up. because-
reason we are commenting on independent shoots is these are not just pictures. These are pictures with a cause. They need
Yes.
to tell that story.
Yes.
So we need to put those two things together.
Before we talk about the story, which you already explained, Wakanda, we need to talk about the ensembles. For me, I didn't like the tailoring of the suit of the man. I didn't like his jumpsuit. I feel like when it comes to Wakanda, they played with rich fabric, good fabric. For me, when I look at this fabric, something was missing. It's not a fabric that he's a lawyer. I mean, he makes some good money. He could afford better fabric. He had the vision. It's just that he picked the wrong designer.
Yeah.
Who do you think would have made this come to life?
Kera Faya.
Kera Faya would have done this. He would have killed it. And your
Stuff
photos
is
would have
costumes,
been the
yeah.
best for that day, Independence Day shoot. It would have been the best because the concept was really, powerful. But kudos to you. I love the fact that you're a professional, but then again, you let the playful side come out. I love that.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that was such an amazing topical discussion. We did not want this to end, but of course, as you all know, good things always somehow come to an end as well. But before, we need to crown our top picture of the night. I'm gonna start with you, Lynn. I'm putting you on the spot. Who was your favorite look this year and why?
For me, the top look for me was Fezabu. It was really edgy. It was really gorgeous. It was something that you couldn't stop staring at. That was it for me.
Okay, Rama?
I've already said mine, the one of Judith Hart. First, because it was her. Second, because it was a collaboration. Hereby Ziwa, Casware, the photographer, Tina Kylie, the makeup artist. It was beautiful. I saw a big step towards all stakeholders coming together for a single project. It was very beautiful.
My favorite look, can you guess?
The baby?
Nah, my favorite look was actually the butterfly look. I loved that look. It was so clean, so neat, guys. We all have to agree. Please comment. Tell us what was your favorite look. We cannot wait to know which was your favorite look. Lynn, thank you so much for joining us. It was a pleasure.
Thank you for having me. It's always a fun time whenever.
Any last remarks?
Last remarks, I guess I would say keep stylish and follow Satisfaction UG on all social media and as well as the website if you want to stay on top of Ugandan or African fashion news. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, also before I end, also my look was done by the Sununu Effect, my makeup and hair. So shout outs to them.
Rama, take it away. Who you wearing?
I think I look very handsome tonight.
No,
And,
you do. You don't have to think you do.
Alright, thanks for the correction. I thought small about myself. I look very, very handsome. And of course my haircut was by Lana Baba, a very young gentleman. And my look, I styled myself. I normally get things from different shops and I bring them together. So I styled myself and I looked dapper. You guys can go to the comment section.
Rating out of 10. My hair is by Fezabu Beauty Parlor. Check them out right there. Ashel Munyonyo. Makeup by the one and only Shilat Makeup. Follow her on all social media platforms. My lip gloss is by Beauty Uganda. Skin as well by Beauty Uganda. My ensemble, guys, giving out queen vibes, queen vibes by the one and only Ibra Ways. Follow him on all social media platforms. Queens by Ibra, all Queen Couture. You'll be able to get him right there. Now guys, like we always say, please follow us on all our social media platforms. Also, I would love to shout out a special person. He goes by the names of Magoba Joseph, our camera crew. You are the best. We love you for the work. Thank you for making me look beautiful. I love you for that. Well, guys, that's all the time we had for you. Catch you next Friday. Mwah. We love you.
Good night.